What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. I wanted to make this recap video on how I lost over 50 pounds. This is my journey, guys, and some of the stuff I talk about will not work for you. And some of the stuff I talk about might work for you. But that's the fun thing about going on an adventure. You don't know what your journey is going to look like until you start it. That's why I'm sharing this. I also have a lot of new subscribers that don't know my backstory. So thank you so much for subscribing, and I really appreciate the support. But I also wanted to give you guys a quick recap on what my first weight loss journey looked like. Okay, so one of the first questions I get is, what diet did you follow? The diet that I followed was the ketogenic diet. If you're not familiar with the ketogenic diet, just do a quick Google search. There's tons of information out there now, especially on the ketogenic diet. So mainly what I did was I kept my carbs lower than 20 grams per day. And that was it. I didn't really do much else. Of course, there's a lot to trying to keep your carbs lower than 20 grams per day. You got to figure out what you're eating, how many carbs are there in what you usually eat, and then you've got to change it up. So pretty much the first 3 months of my journey looked like that. I was figuring out what I was eating. I was trying to figure out how many carbs I usually ate and how to cut those, but still stay full. That was the main diet that I followed. Now, I say main because towards the end of my journey, I started a low carb diet, which I called it low carb because it really didn't fit into the ketogenic diet, because I was eating sometimes 30, 40, 50, even 100 grams of carbs, depending on what my workouts looked like. So yeah, that's pretty much the diet I followed, was low carb ketogenic diet. The next question I get is, how often did I eat? If you're familiar with my journey, you know that I lost this weight through keeping my carbs low, fasting, and working out. So how often did I eat refers to how often did I fast. I didn't really discover fasting until maybe month 4 of my journey. So the first 3-4 months, I didn't fast. I ate whenever I was hungry. As long as I kept my carbs low, under 20 grams, I ate whenever I felt hungry. The cool thing about the ketogenic diet is that your appetite starts to go away. I really didn't have much of an appetite. There was times where I questioned myself, like,
am I really hungry?
I couldn't tell. So I often found myself intermittent fasting on accident. However, when I started hitting those plateaus, that's when I really started to search out intermittent fasting. And I started to challenge myself. I actually have a video that I'll link above where I did a 24-hour fast, which meant that I fasted for 20 hours and then I ate within a 4-hour eating window. Like I said, I had to work my way up to that, and it was a challenge at the time, but now I can do an easy 24-hour fast because my body is naturally in a fat burning or ketogenic state. Another question I get asked is, did I use any pills or teas or any dietary supplements to lose weight? This one's easy, guys. Nope, I sure didn't. And the last question I usually get asked is, what kind of workout regimen did I use to lose this weight? So my workout regimen changed, obviously, throughout the year. In the beginning, like I said, I was just trying to figure out what this ketogenic diet was, so I didn't have a workout regimen. I didn't work out at all. I'm a mom of 3, so I had the basic mom duties. I cleaned my house, I did laundry, I fixed stuff for my kids to eat, I'd walk them to school, I'd pick them up, just basic things like that. But I didn't have a workout regimen, especially for the first 3 months, but I still lost 20 pounds. After those first 3 months, I hit plateaus, which caused me to search for different things that I could do to speed up my weight loss. And that's when I contacted a personal trainer and I had them create a plan for me. My plan was 8 weeks long. It was mostly calisthenics. So what calisthenics are, if you're not familiar with it, it's like body weight workouts. So push-ups, sit-ups, squats, lunges, anything that you could do with your body weight. So you don't need a lot of workout equipment, and you could do it from anywhere. Because at that time, I didn't have a lot of workout equipment, and so it worked out perfectly for me. The workouts were great, but they did take a lot of time. So it took me about 1.5 hours to 2 hours to get these workouts done. And I think it was like a 5-day-a-week regimen. So it was pretty intense, and I was burning up a ton of calories, which made me hungry. And so although my body was transforming with these workouts, I was also becoming more and more hungry. As I got hungrier, I started eating outside of my eating window. So I couldn't maintain my fasting schedule, and sometimes I found my body craving more and more carbs. Like I talked about in the beginning, my carbs went from 20 to 30 to 40 to sometimes 100 grams of carbs depending on my workouts, and this is what I was talking about. So because I started eating more and more frequently, my weight wasn't changing. I was hitting another plateau. So I figured after those 8 weeks, I would start something new. And what I started was cardio. I started really intensifying cardio sessions. I would find myself running 2, 4, 6, sometimes 8 miles at a time, and probably doing that maybe 3 or 4 times, maybe not 4 times, maybe about 3 times a week. The cardio kind of did the same thing that my intense workouts did. It just left me hungry. And because I was battling the workouts and the hunger, I figured I wanted to hit my weight loss number that I had in my head. So I cut out all workouts at around my last 2 months, and I just focused on getting my steps in. So I would try and hit 10,000 steps per day. So that's pretty much how my workout regimen went for the year of my weight loss journey. In the beginning, the first 3 months, no workouts at all. Towards the middle, I did that intense calisthenic workout regimen, and then after that, I did a more cardio-focused regimen, and then towards the end of that, I just tried to hit my 10,000 steps per day. So to wrap this whole thing up, guys, I went from a ketogenic lifestyle to a low-carb lifestyle. I ate when I felt hungry in the beginning, and then towards the middle and the end, I ramped up my fasting sessions. I did 24-hour eating window. I also did a water fast, I did extended fast, I did dry fast. I experimented with all types of fasts. I really want to make a video on my fasting and what I learned from that. But this just pretty much recaps my weight loss journey, my workouts, and everything in between. I hope that I gave you enough information. If you have any other questions on things that I did within the year to lose the over 50 pounds, please leave me a comment below. Also, some of these things I recommend and some of these things I do not recommend because they weren't maintainable and they didn't have lasting results. So I'm getting ready to enter round 2 of my fitness journey. And so I'm excited to share that journey with you guys, and I hope that you subscribe and stay tuned for that.